How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Welcome, viewers. This is Wadidja. What did you say? What did you do? What did you think? And today we are here to do Biomutant. First playthrough.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Let's see. Let's get rid of the music so we don't have any copyright issues. Pretty nice cinematic opening. Speech gibberish. Narrator gibberish. HUD scale. Enemy indicators. Toggle the usage of enemy indicators. Comic book effects. Auto advanced dialogues. Toggle whether dialogue should auto advance without any player input. Camera shake. I don't need any camera shake. No, thank you. Depth of field. Automatically just camera to focus on the player. Field of view. I know we'll see what that looks like when we get in the game. Camera sensitivity. Smoothing. Scale smoothing. So I don't know, we'll leave the subtitles on for right now. Let's see how it goes. Seem to take up a good amount of screen space though, because of the amount of dialogue. No save option. I guess you just hit back. Easy, medium, hard. It doesn't matter. Can you select the difficulty at any time? I don't even know. I mean, what does the difficulty I don't know. Let's just try it on fucking hard. Let's just see how hard it really is.
Encode your DNA.
So here's our selection screen on this stuff here. Some of them look more like rats than anything else. So I guess all of them lost an eye somewhere along the way. Refine your character's starting attributes.
Define your genetic structure.
Vitality attribute. Define your amount of health and your energy cost of dodging. The amount of health you have. This value increases as you level up, and the higher your vitality attribute is, your health regenerates slowly outside of combat and can be replenished with consumable items. The amount of armor you have defines how much damage you take from enemy attacks. Armor is defined by the gear you equip. Strength attribute adds to your melee damage. The higher your strength, the more damage you deal. Melee damage, the higher your melee damage stat, the more damage you deal. This is increased by increasing your strength attribute. Intellect, the intellect attribute defines how much ki energy you have, how fast your ki energy regenerates, as well as the amount of damage you deal with the psi powers and mutations. Intellect also defines the amount of moves you can perform when trying to complete puzzles. Power, your power stat is used to define the amount of damage you deal with all kinds of psi powers and mutations. Ki energy is used for all kinds of combat actions. All special attacks, psi powers, and mutation cost energy to use. Your ki energy regenerates and can be replenished with consumable items. Ki energy regen, the higher your ki energy regen, the faster your ki energy regenerates. Agility, the agility attribute defines your overall speed. Move speed defines your movement speed. Charisma, your charisma attribute defines how easy it is to persuade other characters, as well as how high your barter stat is. The barter stat is increased by the amount of green you earn from selling items, as well as reducing the prices of items you want to purchase. Luck, your luck attribute defines how lucky you are. The higher your luck, the higher your critical chance and your loot chance. Critical chance defines the chance of your attacks becoming critical hits, increasing their damage. Loot chance increases your chance of finding more items of higher quality. Yeah, boy, I tell you, it's a whole lot of wow. Okay. And so moving these things around changes the look of your character too. Wow. You can actually make your character shorter or taller in the process. Wow. It's interesting how much everything takes a hit.
Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure.
So you could leave it dead center for, I guess, an even.
Encode.
Yeah, I'll be honest with
Define
you,
your
I don't know
genetic
what I would
structure.
want to do or don't do. I mean, yeah, these kind of choices always befuddle me a bit. I never know how much of something I should be giving up for the sake of something else. The whole min max. I mean, unless you really have a good idea how you want to play and you know for sure whatever XYZ is completely not necessary. But yeah, I can't reduce my luck chance at all. You can reduce the charisma, but it seems like if you reduce the charisma at any point, it's like you're automatically reducing something else. And I mean, how much are you really gaining at the cost of other things? Like, how much, I mean, having my intellect go from 28 to 51, losing 8. I don't get it. I mean, how much is that really helping me? And I mean, it's very hard to sort of get micro adjustments to this. Like, does it help me to really have to lose those extra points in that area? I really don't know.
Encode your define your genetic structure.
We're just gonna go with it like this, because I'll be honest with you,
Choose a
I don't
genetic
know.
resilience.
And I mean, when it comes to that, it's like, you're gonna have to deal with every area. So, what's the point of having one more so than another? I don't get it.
Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style.
My first style. I don't really think there's an in between. It's like you have this thing But there's really no in between. Like, it's either one or the other. I wish you could kind of remove the clothes to know, like, what does the rest of it really look like? Isn't that the same thing? I don't know.
Pick your main color.
My main color? How's that my main color? It's like my accent color. You can adjust the brightness. I have no creativity when it comes to this sort of thing.
Choose your detail color.
How is that my detail color? That looks like my main color. Man, you could spend forever trying to get some particular color with this. Is the way this set up. Man, I'm no good at this kind of shit.
Pick a class. Commando.
Well, see, now you can see the fur color of the underbody.
Psi-Freak.
Guess you don't get to choose which clothes you wear.
Saboteur.
It's always up to whatever.
Sentinel.
Hey,
Deadeye.
what's up with my bonus
Sentinel.
pack, dude? I was supposed
Saboteur.
to have.
Sentinel.
Oh, this is some bullshit, man. Where is my
Deadeye. Sentinel.
What the fuck? What happened to my bonus content? Oh, come on with
Saboteur.
this shit, man.
Psi-Freak. Deadeye.
What happened
Commando.
to my bonus content?
Psi-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel.
Man, let me check the PS Store real quick. This is some bullshit.
Saboteur.
Well, this is some bullshit, man. I don't see the fucking bonus content that I pre-ordered. You know, when you pre-order the game, you're supposed to get another class, a sixth class that
Sentinel.
you can start the game out. Supposed to be some kind of like
Command Deadeye.
samurai-looking character or something, but I don't see that shit.
Commando. Psi-Freak.
And fucking
Saboteur.
what's the name of the game?
Sentinel.
Returnal did the same fucking thing to me. Like I got a bonus edition of the game and I didn't see any of the bonus content.
Saboteur. Psi-Freak.
And this is already starting to disappoint me, man. What the fuck ever.
Psi-Freak chosen.
Wish you could choose your clothes. Wow.
Sounds good.
See how it goes.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Well, at least you can change the game difficulty at any point in time. That's helpful. I really don't even know what the fucking point of it is, actually. Like, you know, I don't think you get more loot one way or the other. I think it's just more of a challenge. Photo mode, L3, R3. Field of view. That's the only difference between 100% and... Okay. Okay.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
I heard that.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I am dark red, as in strength and power. Color me light blue for freedom and loyalty.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
You got it. You get me. You get it? I'm bright.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
So I am somewhat light.
Right is always right.
R1 is reload. What the fuck? Forward switch button is not available. Square? Um, Seems like no matter what point in time you decide to want to reload the weapon, it goes to a full reload. That's stupid. At least you can do other stuff.
stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
New main quest. Meat eaters meat. Does L2 do anything? I guess there's no aim button. Ability toggle.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
I guess you're not supposed to fight him. Okay.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Is that gonna blow up? What? What? I was that far? Was far away from it? How did it fucking kill me? This is ridiculous. Oh, I've got to shut the fucking door? Wow. Okay. Spark gloves. Pew pew. Box Sparka. Electric.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
To use an ability, press the button it's bound to while pressing and holding L2. To throw a spark ball of key energy that damages an enemy it hits, hold the mutation selection. When you hold the mutation, select and press the bound input. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat.
Got one. You're hurt bad. Bangarang.
I see what you mean about the ranged combat being pretty potent. It's like it kind of lacks a tactile feel to the combat. Like it just feels empty. It's just so weak looking. Are you serious? I guess there's nothing else to see or to do. Can't open up drawers. Weapon add-on. You found a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Equip. To attach the special effect add-on, select it through the consumable quick menu. Open the menu, hold the D-pad up. Okay. You found a medic, pass supply bags. Like this contains items that can help you. Your health doesn't automatically generate in combat. You have to use consumables to find other ways to heal. Health regen, 50 duration, 5 seconds, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so far I'm already regretting the fact that I paid full price for this, and the fact that number one, I didn't even get my pre-order fucking bonus, whether I want to use it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like the game feels very rudimentary. You know, the combat, there's no tactile response to the combat at all. Upwards in armor, climb the chain.
Thank whoever left this climb stringer here.
Why is the grasshopper just sitting here?
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember to parry enemy attacks when the enemy attacks. You see lightning bolts flash above their heads. Press L1.
Down to half your health.
Okay. Looks like we might need to put this on easy. Yeah, it's like I feel no tactile real response from the combat. It kind of feels real weak and flimsy. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find and highlight it. Fallen enemy and press triangle. Remember to use the healing items when you're wounded to open eye. Look at hole. Okay. Link, Ruby. Am I sinking? Okay. Stungy, tickly. It's interesting how this game gives you the impression that there's shit for you to do off the beaten path, but so far I'm not really seeing a lot of example of that. Okay, that will probably just kill me. Okay.
Bullseye.
Okay.
Don't stop pounding that one.
What the fuck?
You've got more than a flesh wound. Lit! You've already drained yourself.
Okay. I'm not really feeling this combat system at all. Yep. We'll go ahead and turn down the difficulty. And see if we can catch on to this, but at the moment I'm not feeling it. It's not amusing. It's not adorable. It's not fun. Wow. This sucks. Map. Okay. You can select gear setups. That's what my character looks butt naked. Doing a no pants stance. So this actually does provide some degree of armor. Hmm. Come on. Okay. Let's just put it on easy. Okay, well, easy's really fucking easy. Energy pack. Energy regen. Health regen. Oil deeper. Tickly toffee.
Small things for your big ideas.
Clink, clink. Well, let's change the difficulty to medium because easy's like super easy. And like hard, you just take massive amounts of fucking damage. I don't know why, but I'm just not feeling it. Like, this is like kind of lame. Like, you would think this would be kind of geared for all ages, and I guess it is, but it feels like it's really very childish, like very, very like a kid. I mean, if you had no history of other games or, you know, to know how they kind of feel or play, like this would probably be really fun or cute, but like the lack of feedback that I have in the combat kind of just is very disappointing. Shielder. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Yeah, so far I don't really appreciate it. Defeat enemies and completing quests could give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wong Fu person. Okay.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick up attributes you want to increase from the list. So agility actually... Man, I really don't know where I should be putting points at, to be honest with you. I mean, this is all just so janky.
You feel like you've figured it out.
Upgrade points. You earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Select close combat or range combat to unlock your first special attack. Unarmed. Phantom Paw. Tap to perform a spinning kick. Oh, I guess I already have these. Attack from dodging when spinning flurry. Circle in R1. X and R1. R1, R1, R1. So R1, R1 triangle to finish an unarmed melee chain with a launching grab and pile driver slime. This is a special attack. Hit an enemy with it will fill up one super Wong Fu icon. Okay. Sure, why not? Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in Wong Fu and perks menu. Shit, I wanted to... Should have spent my shit over there. What the fuck? Oh, these are health regens. Okay. It's a shame, man. I felt like I've wasted a lot of money on video games lately. It really kind of is upsetting.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Blasting everything to bits. Made that one dead. Just what you were looking for.
You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating morks and finding containers of various places in the world. You can use your bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing mutations part of the menu. Okay. Up in the ante, climb the change. Mutations menu. Go to the Mutations tab to unlock Psi powers, biogenetics, and upgrade your resistance. Excuse me. It's a bad sign. It's boring me. Mutations. Moth mouth. Mud punch. I don't understand the point of it. While on a slope. You gotta have 16 points to use some shit that's conditional to a slope. That's whack. Press down the input you have found. It will raise the ground in front of you into a column of mud that knocks smaller enemies up in the air. Use a melee attack to follow up with an airstrike on the target. Storm Hop. To use Storm Hop, trigger the ability while airborne. You will smash into the ground with tremendous force, damaging all of the enemies in the radius of impact. You rush down and input your found. It will unleash particles in the front of you that will inflict radioactive damage to all enemies. Anti-heat, anti-cold, anti-radiation. How do I thought I started out my perks evenly. Why is it that I have resistances in heat and radiation more so than cold and biohazard? When did that happen? Whatever, dude. So I was in Bunker 101. There's a chest over there. Okay. So you can kind of momentarily hold onto the wall for a second. Okay. You
Just be glad there's a rope.
can't quickly climb the chain. Kind of stuck to the animation completely.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. Switch the nodes by select. To switch which node is selected, use the left analog stick. To rotate the node, press L1 to R1. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position. It must be rotated to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. Rotate each of the nodes so that the colors match each other. Rotate the nodes so that the colors match each other. What?
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of more activistic in nature than anything else. You know, don't pollute, give a hoot. Don't pollute.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Yeah, respect Mother Nature or have issues.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Huh? Is that
There
not
you
right?
go.
Oh, that was right? Okay, whatever. Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head. After any enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Right between the eyes. Bang, bang. Shocking. Shot through. Killed that. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Until I loot these bodies, buddy. Guess that's it. Yeah, it's definitely kind of very chill. I mean, outside of taking on too much damage from the enemies on hard mode, I mean, in easy just seems to be almost too easy. But then again, it's like, well, how much damage do you want the enemy to take? Let me try it on easy mode again, because it's just like I don't see what the point of it. Like how many hit points do you want the enemy to have to take? You know, I mean,
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
one-eyed Ronin. A Ronin is a samurai who used to serve a master, who no longer serves said master. What fucking master did this little bastard ever serve? Man, come on, man. I think you take a liberty with the word.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Wherefore, where?
How Looper Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Mooma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
bebuk. Kim hobe bekuku hifar muk.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back. But he's grateful you have.
Iatu yao mawa.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Pilvov ugvuhu vobra boom.
After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
Paigatawa pilvov ugvuhu vobra boom.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
A new friend. By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically if you want to manually. Okay. This is Tiny Me. Tiny Biomutant. It's the photo mode. Doesn't seem to be a lot to explore off the beaten path here.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I feel like I should be high playing this. Like, really high. Like, you know, mushrooms and marijuana high.
You must find...
Ruffle the glitter grass. Okay. I really don't think there's anything off the beaten path to even do. Like, it just, I mean, it's all this open space. It gives you the impression that there would be something else to do or to see or to get, but there really isn't. So you just feel like you're wasting your time. So fuck it. Ruffle the, I'm ruffling it. What do you mean ruffle it? Attack it?
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
I attacked it. I didn't ruffle it.
The Nono's key energy is just what the Psi needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Hoop net received. The Nano. Catch the Nano.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Oh, really?
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Psi tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Head back to the Psi tree and drop the Nono. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Psi into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Yeah, move for bo. Boom.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Ya you mawa. Loma utulu ba yowo.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Damn, I dozed off again. Fuck.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. Probably open the door.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Shit. Okay. Is there anything worth getting all the way up there? Probably not. Where am I going?
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Okay, we got our first trophy. I guess that's the intro. Long ass intro.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Marking your territory, huh? Signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You unlock the signposts and interact with it. Okie dokie. Fast travel to signposts whenever you've unlocked the selected in the map. Okie dokie. To open the map at any time, press the swipe pad. You press waypoints. Okay.
Let's see.
What is it trying to tell me that I have? Why has it got, looks like it's some kind of gear that I haven't looked through. What are they talking about? Oh, the rod net? Okay. What is this? It's the map legend. Why does the map act like there's something I should be doing? Track quest. All quests. Okay. I don't know what they want me to do. Alright.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Oh, a whole bunch of dead little fuzzies.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness in the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. balance of your actions creates your R score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives and Psi shrines will award you with Psi points that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
He's doing a no-pain stance.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Look who's being mean. You gained a point. Hold on. I'm choking. Use it to unlock powers in the mutations being used. Some powers are locked by aura score, meaning that your Psi points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura, or those without color.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match, as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Your current and started quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quest you track by opening the journal tab, selecting another quest. Tribes are splintered stands. I guess these are dialogues. And the choices that I chose. And the dialogues. Completed. So all these are main quests. Try this one. You've made it through the wall out of Bunker 101 and you need to gain the support of a tribe in order to take a stand against the World Eaters. Go to either of the nearby tribes if used to gain their support and take a side in the brawling conflict between the tribes. Tree of Life is dying. What is once protecting all is now withered and fading. You need to take on the World Eaters and decide on the fate of the Tree of Life. Life or death, the choice will ultimately be yours. Defeat all 4 World Eaters. Take on the Jagni Army tribe. Conquer the rival tribes. Okay. Tribes. The Myriad tribe act on understanding the greater good and a code of conduct, code of honor. They want to unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. The Lotus tribe seeks to build a perfect order regardless of how many are hunted in the process. They want to subdue the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. The Ankati tribe believe that solidarity is what is needed to keep the world in balance. They want to unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and most importantly feared. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. The Netra tribe values liberty and strive to protect freedom. They want to separate the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. They want to separate the tribes. The Pichu tribe supports the natural evolution and the dogma that only the strong survive. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. Separate the tribes. Vanquish the tribes. Unite the tribes. Interesting. They seem like they're nice, but they want to separate the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. Interesting. So some are maximum light, maximum dark light, somewhat light aura, somewhat dark aura. Okay. Mirrored Fortress. Place a waypoint territory. Not marked.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I think we set the waypoint for the tunnel. New main quest and alliance. Yeah, it feels like you could spend way longer than you need to running around looking for stuff. And I mean, it's probably stuff that's valuable here and there, but
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
I mean, to me, there seems to have been no point to really make this a quote-unquote open world. You spend more time probably running around hoping that you have a open world when it's really not on. In other words, there's just nothing worth going after. Janky, man. I swear the combat is just so janky. No words of thanks. Y'all get your ass served to you. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. I guess I shouldn't have attacked him. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad, bruh. Let y'all be. Okay. So apparently you can beat up everybody. I don't know what that point with that would be. I guess you could vanquish all the tribes. I don't know. This is strange.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Guess not everywhere is gonna lead you to something. Like the health packs. Yeah, it definitely seems like, whoa, what's going on over here? Monsters. Level up, level 3. Level 3 what? Character. Okay. Upgrade points. So you can use your upgrade points for your Wung Fu or the general stuff. Yeah, I guess what are those things up in the tree? Yeah, we'll explore for a second here and get us to the village and probably pick up the broadcast later. But, you know, so far I just feel like the combat is just kind of janky. That's the best word I can use to interpret it.
Toughened up.
Oh my god, I did not mean this. What the fuck? I didn't mean to choose that. I was thought of. Oh god, whatever. Whatever, dude. I thought I could explore the point of what they were asking me to choose before choosing it. Crying out loud. This sucks, man. Why didn't he fucking let me have a chance to choose what I wanted to make instead of just, as soon as I hit X, it like chose it. What the fuck? I mean, what did it even give me? Like, I don't even see the options that it let me, that it had me just select something. God damn it. Whatever, dude. It just seems fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's really cute, but I mean, in its own way, but it's just weird how it just feels kind of lame. It's the best way I can describe it. I just wish there was a little bit more tactile feel to everything that's going on. Like, you really don't have any feedback to the characters' movements, really. There's really no tactile feel to the combat. You know, the little thing just seems to make some noises every so often when you do something with it. Here it goes. That's about it. They give you all these areas in which you could actually go to, but it's kind of like, what's the point in going there? Doesn't seem like you get much for your troubles. Those little things in the trees are...
Itchy trigger finger. Boom.
get out of these things. Energy packed medium. I mean, in the aim, it's like you don't actually aim at things, you just point in the right direction. It's really janky. Doesn't seem like you can just start climbing shit. Which means that for that little bit of bullshit, I gotta go all the way back around here to get up to where I need to go to. Damn near drown. Really doesn't feel like a lot of value from going off the beaten path. Where am I going the wrong way all of a sudden? Oh. Something else to piss on?
Let's see.
It's weird how you really have to look for what may
It's a
be
beaten
something
path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance.
Yeah, it's interesting how you gotta really pay attention to the environment. Well, like I said, well, we'll go ahead and continue this another time. I mean, I feel a little disappointed in all this. I mean, it's cute and all, but it's really, I don't know what the right word. I don't know if rudimentary is the word for it or not, but it just lacks a certain oomph. Maybe the rest will come in time. I'm not sure, but yeah, I can see why this has gotten some bad reviews. Unfortunately, damn. Well, we'll try it again later. Let's see if we can save our game here. Save game. Empty slot. So you can have multiple game saves, I guess, if you wanted to do multiple playthroughs, and yeah. So yeah. So yeah, okay. Well, I'll leave it at that. Alright, viewers, you take care. Until next time, enjoy.